My name is Matthew Belasco, and I'm the Director of Maintenance, Operations, and Transportation here at Pittsburg Unified School District. So we have a total of 13 school sites, and then we have 3 ancillary sites, about 180 acres, 6 pieces of mowing equipment, some ride-on, and then we also have the incredible Trimax. Being an innovator and in the green space, we have electric school buses, and about half of our white fleet is zero emission now. We're continuing on that path. So we're widely looked at as a best practice site, not just here within our local community and county, but statewide and even nationwide. So that's we're extremely proud of that fact, and we encourage others to come take a look. We're innovators. We're not afraid to sometimes take a leap of faith. The Trimax is, although very functional, we use a multi-person approach, so that we use the Trimax to get the larger areas, and then you'll notice that our smaller equipment is used to kind of get in some of those tight areas around fences or around corners that can be a little more difficult with the Trimax, but it's still extremely efficient, and we're able to bump up or bump down our mowing schedule from a full week to 3 days using this approach. So it has been extremely efficient and effective to have the multi-team member approach. The awesome thing is that they can mow almost anytime, with the setup on the tractor and, being able to get out there on the lawns, even when they are wet or not in optimal conditions. It really makes a big difference on us being able to stay on schedule. Trimax being built right here in the USA really gives it an edge in terms of procurement. There is incentives for when you're buying U.S., particularly for public entities. So it's certainly something that will enhance your ability to acquire the equipment. One of the things that I found interesting was the actual total cost of ownership between the tractor and the towable mower was actually less than a similar sized ride-on gang mower. And when I say a savings in terms of 30% difference, so it's a substantial difference in the cost, overall total cost of ownership. Yeah, prior to the Trimax, we were using a couple different types of riding equipment. And unfortunately, they just didn't have the dependability that we were looking for. There was a lot of downtime with maintenance or breakdowns, overheating. Those things would really limit the amount of time that my team was able to actually spend performing those tasks, maintaining the turfs in really, really good shape. I was looking for other applications that were really top quality, something that was going to be, really set us apart from the other districts and the other municipalities in the area. And one thing that I kept coming across was golf courses. Golf courses seem to really utilize this type of equipment. They have a lot of detail that goes into maintaining that, the quality, the level of turf there. So coming across or reviewing those, I came across these towable mowers, and I said, I feel like our schools should look as good as, if not better than, any golf course. Budgets are going to be a primary driver in any decision that we make, particularly in school districts where we are extremely, resource critical. But I didn't want to utilize that as my primary driver. I wanted to see what was going to be the best equipment, what was going to be the best use of those resources to ensure that our schools looked the best that they absolutely could. So we took a broad look at several different pieces of equipment. We looked at a couple other towables. We also looked at some additional riding equipment from some other manufacturers, different than what we were currently using. And it just, kept coming back and forth to the Trimax equipment. What really sold me on the Trimax was the ease of use, the dependability. We checked some references from some other organizations that were utilizing it, and then really input from my team. So when we did the demo, having them out there, having them work with the support team from Trimax really is what made the difference. For them to be able to see how easy it was to use and also to maintain. So the feedback from the team that actually operates this on a daily basis has really been fantastic. They really enjoy the ability to use the equipment and come away from the school site with a product that they can really be proud of. But overall, I estimate that we save about 25 to 30% annually on maintenance costs and additional equipment or parts that we needed to maintain the rideables. It's really proven to be a really good, reliable, low cost, low maintenance solution for our mowing needs.